Make who?
Men can't cry.
Men can't cry.
Or like, there's like kind of, what do you call it?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Stereotypes about men that they can't do. Or
Are we in
For
focus?
example, when a boy is doing something and he's like, man up, you know. Kind of thing.
And we are live.
Fantastic.
We're live. We're live.
Like and subscribe to Severex.
I haven't even checked if the sounds are right. You know. Let me check if the sounds are
no,
right. Well, go on, Mohsen. What are we talking about today while I do this?
Today, inshallah, we're going to talk about Malaysian Airlines flight MH370.
Okay, we're not talking about.
That's just on his Google. We're going to talk about, hopefully we'll start off with what Mr. Boris Johnson's been saying. We're going to look at British Airways. They are planning to, not just British Airways, a lot of airlines are planning to actually retire 747 jumbo jet. Maybe talk a little about Leeds United today, who have officially won the championship and will be being promoted.
Can you talk into your mic,
Premier
please?
League. And also, Russia has decided that same-sex couples are not allowed to adopt. So, hopefully we're discussing that.
That's
But
a very
before-
controversial topic.
Indeed it is. And luckily for us, none of us are that controversial or hold controversial views, do we, Amir Raza?
I don't know. I'm quite. Yeah.
We're going to go towards also looking at mental health.
Oh,
First of all,
yeah.
we wanna. I would like to congratulate Amir Raza on his bold decision to colour his hair. I do actually like it. I think it suits you very much. So, thus, let us begin.
With what? My hair?
Yeah, well, why did you do that?
Why not? People went bald during COVID.
No, but what was the reason?
I don't know. Like I've been.
Experimenting. I mean, I permed this because I was experimenting.
So I've been planning to go like bald for some time. No bald, sorry. Color blonde or dyeing my hair of some shape or color or whatever. I've been planning for over a year. Like I overthink things to the next level. So I'm like, I'm gonna do this. My mom's like, no, don't. It's unnecessary. And I'm like, okay, then I shouldn't do it. I got put off. People said this. People said that. Then I've seen cute few haircuts. Maybe I said it looks nice, and I'm like, I'm gonna do it. So I did it, and it came out alright. Like it hurts, boy. Like it's meant to be ash gray silver kind of thing.
It's good. I like it.
I don't know if the camera will show it, but yeah, it's bare long as well. So I need to get a trim as well. But like, that's my hair. People saying I didn't want to do my roots. I wanted to do the top inch. And then I messed up and it came this far out. I'm like, okay, whatever, it looks nice. I might as well stick with it. And that's what happened, yeah. So that's my hair, long story short.
I like it. I think it's really good.
Anyone has any opinions or wants to cuss me, live chat is available.
Has everyone seen it? I know everyone at work's seen it.
Now has everyone seen it? Now the whole world knows about my hair. In some sense.
Has anyone commented?
Everyone has an opinion. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. Some of them said you're brave, like yourself. You said you liked it. Some people said you're brave. Some people said you're lucky you're in this country.
You said that.
Some people have actually told me you're lucky you're in this country, otherwise you would not go away with it.
Is it?
Yes.
That's a shame.
So I'm like,
It's a shame that people in other countries can't express themselves.
Yeah, speaking of countries that can't express themselves, in Russia. Good segue.
We're going there.
That's a good. It's a segue.
Segue.
Yeah.
I thought it was called a take. No, not takeaway. It's called a connect. Okay, it's a great segue.
It's a great segue. It's transition. What you thinking?
Transition, yeah.
It's transition. Great segue. Let's talk about might as well. In Russia, they have. This is the first time I've heard of this. I've got better opinions on this.
It's trending on Twitter.
It's trending on Twitter as well. That same-sex marriages in Russia.
Couples.
So you cannot get married in Russia, same sex, right?
You can.
So you're allowed to get married in Russia if you're the same gender, but they ban recently today or in the last couple of days.
I think there was a discussion in regards to it, and I'm not sure if it was banned before or not, but we can say 100% today same-sex couples cannot adopt children in Russia.
So them adopting or fostering as well, same premise.
Same thing.
They cannot foster or adopt a child. Well, I don't agree. Like I agree that everyone has the right to do, obviously within reason, what they want. If you want to marry the same sex, you can. If you want to get a child with that, I personally think it's fine. Obviously, my religion, my ethnic background all disagrees with it.
Question,
Go on.
yeah. If you got to a couple, both are male.
Yep.
Right. Whose sperm do you use?
But it's not adopting. You're talking about IVF.
Okay, you do IVF. Whose sperm do you use?
That's between the couple. Do they want to do
That's a mad question, isn't it?
like? To be honest, you can do both.
If twins or two separate ones.
No, what you can do.
You can't have a guy that's got made from 2 sperms, bro.
So let me explain. This is bare scientific now. Get ready. Bare scientific.
Okay, I've got a biomedical degree.
Yes. Okay, you ready?
I studied
So
genetics as well.
so
I'm
the
ready for this, go on.
sperm, the nucleus has all the information. Yeah,
Correct.
inside the sperm. Okay, in the egg.
The DNA has some information.
Yeah.
Go on, carry on.
So in the egg, it's the nucleus as well. Correct. So would you not? Okay, you tell me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, tell
Carry
me.
on, carry on.
You
I'm
get
enjoying
the-
this.
So there's 2 sperms, right? One of them stays the sperm. The other one, you take the nucleus out. You put it in the egg. Does that not work?
Just shut up.
Does that no
Shut up.
no? But does that not work?
Okay, look, this is how it works.
Can you not take the DNA from a sperm or from one male and put it inside a female egg for it to become embryo? Can you not do that?
It's one. You see, okay, so everyone has an chromosomes, right?
Yeah.
You have an XX or XY.
Yeah.
Men have XY, females have XX.
Yeah.
The one X comes from the mother.
The
and
XY comes from the
X
husband, male.
or the Y
Yeah.
comes from the male.
Yeah.
Now, how are you going to get, unless you somehow, which is impossible,
Get the
get a double X, so it's a female, and both her X chromosomes are from 2 fathers,
yeah.
which is not going to happen. Because then, like...
No, there is a possibility.
No, we can't.
Why?
Because one has to come from the egg.
I know, but can you not put?
That's how they become fertile.
Can you not get an X sperm, put it inside egg, the nucleus?
You want to take what?
You get the sperm. This is an X sperm chromosome.
Okay, this is a female. If it's an egg.
This is a sperm. This is a
Sperm.
sperm. This is a
Okay,
sperm.
it's a male.
Everyone, this is
Right,
a sperm.
That's a sperm. Right, that's a
Okay.
sperm.
Yeah, you know, I got blue
That's a
tag.
male. That's a male.
Here's a
right?
sperm.
That's the male.
Yeah. This
right?
is a male and
you
this
want
is
what,
X.
X
This
or a
is
Y.
this is an X chromosome sperm.
Okay, X chromosome, fine.
You take the nucleus out. Yeah, and you put it in the egg. So the egg. So no, but that's what
It's
they
the
do.
same bloody thing.
No, but that's what they do. Spend.
that's the same thing
no.
as fertilizing an egg.
But you're not fertilizing it. You're not putting the sperm in the egg. You're taking the nucleus and replacing
but
the.
but
you're
that's the information. That's the genetic code that's required.
Yeah. So you're replacing the genetic code of the female that donates the egg.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're replacing her nucleus, her information with the male information. And
you
then
want to put the X chromosome of
the nucleus, the
father-
brain.
You got man A and man B.
Yeah.
So let's say
Man A.
we're gonna take man A's
X.
X chromosome and put that in replace of the female X chromosome in the.
Yeah. No, but they do that. I swear what they do. This is what I've read.
That sounds like.
What?
I'm not even gonna say it. We've got
No.
a female in the room. I can't even say it.
But okay, no. But I swear. But okay, can you not replace the nucleus of a cell? To some cells, to some extent, you can.
You
Yes.
can, but what that means then?
That means you're changing the property.
The thing is, yeah. Actually, that's a really good question though.
Because
does the X chromosome, the initial X chromosome that we get from
Yeah.
the mother, from
Yeah.
the egg, does it actually have to come from the mother? Can it come from the father?
that's what I'm saying.
Can you
So
replace
the
it?
egg is a
I don't
cell.
think you can. I don't think it's possible.
But you get what I do have some logical sense. I do.
I know what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
I don't think that's possible.
Because like you can replace, for example, you get a stem cell. You put any nucleus in there, and that's all adapts to that nucleus to some extent, right?
Arguably.
You get a stem cell, you put a hair root cell in there, it becomes a hair root cell as well. Yeah. So similar premise with the egg. I've read about this. Could be wrong. Whatever. Mohsen doesn't look too happy today.
I
What?
don't think it's possible. I don't think it's been done.
Okay.
But now I finally understand what you're trying to say.
Yeah.
But
So
it just doesn't make sense. Do you end up with the he she?
No.
No, because it's either 2 X chromosomes or XY. It's not XXY. Who has XY?
go finish your biomed and then come back to us. She's not on her.
Let's carry on because the thing was,
Okay.
it wasn't
So,
about
okay, so-
IVF. It was about adoption. Now we've got. Coming from our background, we have a very soft spot for orphans anyway.
Yeah.
Right, and we're really encouraged.
So no,
to
that's
help
what I'm
out
saying.
orphans.
So for example, same-sex couples who don't have the money
yeah.
or the finances to do IVF or create their own children, which is obviously quite difficult to some extent and
Yeah.
very costly, especially if you don't have NHS
Yeah.
or all of this stuff. Same-sex couples.
By the way, there's a really good Bollywood film. It's called Good News. It's about IVF and stuff, and they get the sperms get mixed.
Oh no, there's a TV show. But there's a TV
It's
show
really
about
funny,
that called.
it's really
There's a TV show called Jane the Virgin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I've
where-
watched it, but I've heard about it.
Yeah,
It's
so
quite
like
good,
where she
apparently.
gets accidentally artificially inseminated.
by her crush or something, innit? It was ex-boyfriend or something.
Some long thing, yeah. It's long. Go watch the show. It's a decent show. I liked it.
It's good. I've heard
Before anyone
about
says, "Oh, you watch too much chick flicks," I like it as a decent show.
it.
Anyway,
I heard it's good.
well, yeah. So same-sex marriage is a controversial topic overall. Yeah, same-sex couples is a big controversial thing.
It is
Um,
controversial.
whether it's religious or some people say, or in society or whatever. My opinion is you can do whatever you like. It's between you and the person you follow, whether it's a god or various other things.
I mean, if it's acceptable in the law, if the law of the land allows it, then the law of the land.
Yeah.
allows
So
it.
yeah. So
I mean,
them banning adopting is a whole new level because single parents or a single person, myself, I can go and adopt a child. But
Mm.
why? As soon as I become in a relationship, whether it's with a male or a female, same sex or not, why is it a thing? Because you can adopt singly. You don't
see,
need to be
see,
in a
it's not
couple.
like, it's not like Mirza, what you need to understand, right? Is first of all, what sort of premise are you setting for that person? So over here in the West, especially in England, our worldview of same-sex marriage is very different to Russia.
Yep.
Over here, it's accepted, it's okay, and I think they can adopt in this country.
They have.
You see-
I think
you see,
they have.
it goes-
Correct me if I'm wrong. They have majority of the same privileges. So they can adopt. They can do IVF and they can get married.
Look, correct me if I'm wrong, right?
Yeah.
I know you got a little sister that goes to school, primary school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they are teaching kids about same-sex marriage.
They are.
They are teaching kids that.
RSC.
RSC. So they're teaching kids that look, some of your classmates
May
will
have-
two fathers and no
or-
mother, or, so
yeah.
forth, or two mothers and no
Or
father. and
same
so
gender
forth.
parents.
Yeah, same gender parents. Also, they're probably teaching them that look, sometimes you may have urgencies to feel like an opposite gender. Maybe
Yeah.
you wanna, if you're
And they're
a
teaching
girl,
about
you
transgender
wanna
and
wear boyish clothes and play football and be active and stuff like that. And maybe with guys as well for young.
you want to be more feminine. You want to be more thing.
You wanna wear nail polish.
Or you wanna be
you
masculine
wanna play
and
with Barbie
be
dolls or
interact with
something,
males.
or
Yeah,
wear
yeah, yeah.
dresses and things
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So I think they are preparing the next generation
For all of this.
For this.
Yeah.
I use the word prepare. Other people would use the word normalize.
Normalizing or brainwashing.
Yeah, desensitizing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Others may say brainwashing. So I've got some, obviously I've got Muslim friends, loads of Muslim friends, and some of them have quite reserved views
Yep.
in regards to this. So they're really worried about their children.
I think it should
They're
be an
worried about
opt-in thing.
losing their children.
I think it should be an opt-in thing
The thing is,
because I like.
you need to understand that because it's like it's all about ethics and morality, right? That's what it comes down to.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, I just want to put it out there, yeah, that the Human Rights Commission,
Mm-hmm.
right? I can't remember which one it was. What's the Global Human Rights Commission that we have?
Who?
Is there
World Health? No.
is it World Health Organization?
No.
No. I know
I'll
there's Amnesty.
search it up.
Is it NATO? I'm not sure. Basically,
NATO's North.
there's a human rights.
Antarctic,
It's one of the global
Century.
human rights
Yeah.
authorizations, right? Organizations. Yeah. They have stated that it is not. I repeat, it is not a human right for an individual to have same-sex marriage.
So
So people that were saying that, it's our right, it's our human right, United Nations, it might have been United Nations, but
So,
basically,
a big world human rights organization have said it is not your human right to be in the same sex relationship,
no, marriage.
marriage. So
It didn't
relationship.
say relationship, it said marriage.
Marriage.
This is when America legalized same-sex marriage, remember?
Yeah.
And I think Trump came and did a backflip on it,
Mm-hmm.
did a U-turn.
Again,
So
my
people complained, obviously.
my opinion on that is, if you are a part of the LGBT community or you identify as any one of those things, it doesn't finish at Q. There's way more, I understand, but if you identify in that category, shall I say? I don't want to categorize you as a bit thing, but if you're under that region or under that sect, you should have the free right to do what you like. Obviously, some people on the other side who disagree with it, you can disagree. There's nothing wrong with disagreeing, but obviously there's a line that you shouldn't cross about offending or abusing anyone just because you disagree with them. I disagree with many things that you do, and you vice versa maybe, or other way around.
I think that's the main thing. A lot of people don't understand that, even Islamically speaking, right? We need to have a more compassionate approach to
Yeah.
the LGBT community. We need to understand as well with I would say their demands, but it's not really their demand. We need to understand where they're coming from,
Yeah.
and the situations and the challenges that they're
Yeah.
facing. But at the same time, we cannot ignore that there is an opposite opinion, right?
Yeah.
There is-
So that's what I'm saying. So, for example, if I know some people at my uni are under this category, they are part of the LGBT community, and they've I've had arguments with them where they're like, oh, your religion, your background. I'm like, I agree. There are some people are a bit loud and a bit inappropriate and a bit rude.
Yeah.
Obviously, personally, I don't agree with it. That's because of my cultural upbringing and my religion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and obviously, if my child, for example, were to come out gay, I wouldn't be like, oh, I'm gonna kill you, or I forbid it,
Disown
or I'll disown. That's
ostracize.
I'm not. I won't do that. Obviously, I would disagree with it, and obviously, but I would
Okay,
accept.
but why would you disagree with it?
That's because of my cultural upbringing and my religion. In my religion, it's forbidden for you to be
Isn't that-
homosexual. That's it.
You don't have any logical
Like,
explanation, or you don't have anything that like a moral compass that tells you that this is wrong and this is wrong for this reason, or not wrong. Let's just say this is maybe inappropriate, or this is abnormal.
well, abnormal for a fact, but what's normal?
Abnormal for a fact.
Huh?
You just said abnormal for
Yeah.
a fact. Okay, so what's the fact?
No, as in, what I mean is like abnormal. Okay, it's to do with again normalization in society. For example, my hair, great example. It's normal in this society to have this hair, and someone said if you're lucky in this country, because that's true. If I went, for example, in Iran or Iraq, I had this type of hair, I'll be solely not just humiliated. They'll put me in such a bad position. They're like, oh, you must be gay, or there must be something wrong with you, or this or that. So it again depends on what's going on. With my upbringing, someone in my community being gay is very abnormal. But in the streets, I do know people who are gay, who are part of the LGBT community.
It's also, it happens the other way around. Now, you're saying Iraq and Iran, and this happens in my country as well. Men hold hands in the streets.
Yeah.
No, they're straight. They're not gay. They're not homosexual.
Yeah.
But they're really good friends or whatever. They hold hands and walk together.
Yeah.
Holding hands. Maybe sometimes holding fingers like this. They do that. Yeah, I've seen it in Iraq as well. They do it. You know what I mean? That, if you did it in England, in London, depending on what area you're in, you're going to get bullied.
Yeah. Again, I have nothing against it. And going back to what Russia's doing, I disagree. They banning same-sex couple adopting, because you can be single, not in any relationship status, and still adopt. In this country, for sure, I know you don't need to be married, but you can still adopt. For example, myself, I'm 20. I can probably go adopt a child. They probably won't say. Obviously, they'll do check history if I can financially support the child and all of that, which that I get. But I can go as an independent person with no relationship status, go adopt a child. So I'm guessing you can do that in Russia. I don't know if you're checking.
The new constitution bans LGBT marriages and adoption.
Oh, marriages as well.
It's also reset the clock on Putin's time in power. Russia's LGBT couple face great legislative prejudice after July 1st referendum defined marriages as a union between man and woman only. So basically, it's not really banned, it's not recognized as a marriage under the state law. This is getting interesting. This is getting very interesting.
So look, but it says here though, in Russia, married couples or single women may adopt a child from Russia. So if that's the case,
Yeah, but
they go.
they don't recognize same-sex marriages as a marriage. So therefore,
So okay, so they haven't banned adoption for same-sex couples. They've banned marriages for same-sex couples.
Yeah.
So okay, so that's again same issue. I think everyone should have a right for
By
freedom.
the way,
of it.
my source is Bloomberg, Twitter, Bloomberg.
Check RT.
RT.
There you go. RT
Yesterday.
tweeted yesterday. So
Russia's family code may soon include ban on gay marriages and adoption of children by LGBT couples.
in my opinion, okay, but Russia is a communist state. Russia is just Russia, innit? What can you
Russian
do?
Parliament begins legislation ban on same-sex
I
marriages.
say you
Absolutely.
run away from Russia and come to UK
crazy.
or America and suffer there, because at least you have more rights there than Russia.
Wow.
But no, yeah. With that being said, again, I think everyone should have a freedom to express themselves. Yeah, obviously within right. You shouldn't go around stabbing people. You shouldn't. This is all
That's
again.
not really expressing yourself. Is that expressing yourself?
Sample, yeah. Have you not seen Dexter?
No.
The
Is
TV
that,
show.
Is that what he?
TV
that's his
show.
thing?
That's his thing.
That's
He
his
goes
reason.
around killing people
Is
because
he the one that collects the blood and he puts them in a suitcase? Okay, go on.
Yeah, so he goes around killing people. He goes around like because he has an urge to kill. That's him expressing himself. So obviously, within thing that you should express yourself, that doesn't affect other people's way of life.
So who
like-
does he go around like investigating and then he kills like murderers and stuff? He kills people that deserve
So
it or something.
No, so he goes around killing everyone, and then his stepdad was a cop.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or is he covering tracks or something?
and he's like, no, you shouldn't do this. At least if you want to do this, kill someone that's bad. So he didn't. He tried to portray it in a good way. Bro,
Where's Batman?
It's a sick TV show.
Listen,
Dexter.
call Batman, yeah, because he don't kill no one.
Bro,
And he's
Dexter.
the greatest vigilante of all time.
Dexter is a sick TV. But he's not a vigilante. He works in CSI as well. He works as a CSI and he goes around killing people. It's mad.
So he's
So-
in forensics.
He's in forensics, so he knows how to cover his tracks. Imagine he has a clean room, cleans the whole room, and okay,
Oh yeah, I've seen that one. He gets the sheets out. and
yeah,
everything.
okay. We're going off topic. Everyone should have a right to express themselves in any way, shape, or form. Yeah, that doesn't negatively impact someone. So if there's a gay person walking down the street and I'm, for example, I'm homophobic and I'm fully Islamist and I'm like, they should go die. No, he's walking around. He's not affecting me. People say, oh, I can see gay people. They're affecting me. No, F off. They're not affecting you.
But then what about the legislation of freedom of speech?
You have the right. That's the thing is.
No, but then even if but that
It goes-
freedom of
it
speech
goes
does have does negatively.
Oh no,
affect,
no, no. It goes both ways.
people.
You can express yourself, but don't negatively harm someone.
Well,
like-
okay.
It goes both ways.
Okay,
But
let's-
for example,
I wanna
I hate what.
flip on this.
What?
So so when you get Israelis, right, or
Mm.
people who support the state of Israel waving flags in front of Palestinians,
Yeah.
or but people who are pro-Palestine,
But that's the thing. It's
they
not
are
peaceful.
being patriotic towards their nation, right,
Yeah.
and waving their flag,
Yeah.
which many people do with their own nations.
Yeah.
But that's having a negative impact
Yeah.
on people who are pro-Palestinian or Palestinian citizens.
The thing is, it's all a
And vice versa as well. People who are very pro-Palestine.
the thing is,
or
no,
very
it's all
proud to be
so it's a
Palestinian,
weird controversial
wear a
topic.
scarf or
The
wave
LG,
flag.
like one
Obviously
example.
that affects Israeli people. They
I
don't
know.
like
So yeah, one example that really bugs me, and this is another, like similar to what you said. LGBT community are protesting that we want our freedom of speech, and the homophobes from Islam and from different religions are harming us and this and that. But they're holding signs that says Allah is gay or Jesus is gay. You're doing the same thing. That's what I'm saying. You're doing.
Blasphemous science.
Thing is, you're doing the same thing that they're doing to you. So you're not.
Seek penance
You're not.
from thy Lord.
You're not helping the cause by holding around signs saying Jesus is gay. Okay, I get it. You want to express yourself.
Is that the one with the Iranian leader with the
Yeah.
rainbow?
So literally, they had the Rahbar of Iran, which is the supreme leader of Iran, Imam Khomeini. Khamenei, yeah, with a rainbow turban and a rainbow bit. I laughed because
That's-
it's a
That's
bit
disrespectful.
funny,
That's
but
disrespectful, that is.
why are you doing the same thing that you are protesting against people doing to you? It goes both ways. So if
I
you
think they had one of the Kaaba as well.
Yes,
and they
that's what I'm
painted it
saying.
rainbow.
that's what I'm saying.
colours.
That is very,
Can you
very
get 'em up?
offensive. I can find it. Gay pride, and then Jesus. If I just search gay pride, Jesus. Yeah. So look, they're going around with Jesus sign saying I'm cool with it, and like people dressed as Jesus
Where's
saying.
the Muslim ones?
If I just search, what's it?
Gay pride,
Islam. Oh, you lot can't see it. I would think.
Allah loves equality. That's a nice.
So
one.
this is fine. That's, for example, a sign that says Allah loves equality. That's fine. You're just advertising that
Allah loves us
all religions, which is true, be accepting, right? You may disagree with someone, but be accepting. But what really bugs
That
me,
one, queer Muslims and
which one?
the one that's fluorescent green.
This one, queer Muslims and queer.
Queer Muslim and proud.
Okay, again.
Oh, okay.
So again, express yourself, but don't attack people. You holding a sign that
Allah
says,
is gay.
for example,
That is
Allah
gay.
is gay. Here's a sign that says Allah is gay. This, you're attacking someone. So you saying, oh, you're attacking us. We're just freedom of
So by,
speech.
by the way, for those of you who, you know what, I'm going to go into a theological debate. Never mind. Carry
Yeah,
on.
but okay, those people who want to say, for example, Allah is gay or Jesus is gay, this is all offensive. You want to express freedom of speech. You want to express freedom of rights, yeah? Don't going around attacking people, or some of them are trying to defend you. Like, I will go out and defend every human, whether you're gay, whether you're this, whether
You
you're
have your
that.
human rights.
You have your
Belongs to
human rights. You have your right to express yourself, and you're not offending me. You're not cussing me. I've met people who are gay, who are part of the LGBT community, or from communities that religiously or culturally I'll disagree with. But there's nothing wrong with them. I'm friends with atheists. I'm friends with people who are gay, who are transgender. Like I have a.
Your tranny friends.
I've got a.
Can we say tranny? Is that rude?
I don't know.
They might find that offensive. Sorry for our tranny
Some-
viewers.
some-
Sorry, our sexual viewers.
Some
or
so
cisgenders.
obviously we shouldn't be laughing, but some people find, for example, I can't go around calling you Paki because you might find that offensive.
That is so offensive.
That's what I'm saying.
Bro. You can't say that.
That's okay. Okay.
It's a derogatory term. It's like saying the N word. You can't say that.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. So, this is what? Huh?
Did you just say why though? That's a history lesson.
Why is
itself.
okay? So moving on. Just you want to express yourself, but bear other people in mind. Try not to be offensive. Express yourself without offending or harming others. That's my kind of motto. For example, I would express myself saying I disagree with my cultural upbringing and my religious beliefs. That I disagree with homosexuality and LGBTQ. That's my belief, and I won't go around oppressing people on that fact. Because they have their lives, they have their gods or God that they believe
Their
in.
beliefs, their
I have my
theology.
belief and belief. We can collaborate in society. We can work together. We can succeed. But I don't have to harm you. You don't have to harm me. I've got atheist friends who don't believe in God. Yeah. But when I want to go pray, he respects that. He understands and he lets me.
Have you had a debate with him?
I have had debates.
No. The main debate.
What about
Do atheists actually exist?
what do you mean do atheists?
So what's an atheist? Define an atheist.
Who doesn't believe in a God or a higher power? Who believes in the soul?
But there's no. See, this is the debate. There's no such thing as an atheist. An atheist is someone who denies the existence of God,
Yeah.
not someone who doesn't believe in it, because there is no sufficient proof to say that there is no God.
But there is no
You need-
sufficient
you
proof
need-
that there
it's
isn't
so
a God.
funny. I had this debate with my friend who used to be an atheist, and he says that the amount of faith and you need to believe that there is no God is the same to believe that there is.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So,
So,
he is now that there may be and may not be a God.
so like that's what I'm saying. See, I've had that debate where, like, for example, like, oh, there's no sufficient proof that there is a God. I'm like, okay, flip it. There isn't sufficient proof that there isn't a God.
Yeah.
So like, it goes both ways. But that's what I'm saying. So you can be friends with everyone. My closest friends are, some of them are atheists, some of them are agnostic. They either believe in a God or don't believe in a God. But that's fine. They're not harming me. I'm not harming them. We have intellectual debates every so often. I give my points, he gives the points. I understand where he's coming from. I may agree with some things, but I still believe in my God. And if you choose to believe in your own God or believe in whatever religion or whatever belief you have, that's fine. It's not negatively impacting my health or my life.
Moving on from people and beliefs and that, I do understand and respect people's belief. Unless you believe in the Conservative Party, then obviously I'm going to show a very, very strong stereo.
I like that segue. It's a nice one. It's a really nice
You
one.
like it?
I
I'm
like that.
practicing. I love it for you.
That's a really nice segue. Speaking of Conservative Party and our stuck-up leadership, the man with
waste man over
the
Prime
man
Minister.
with the ginger hair.
It's not ginger, it's blonde.
Is it blonde?
It's
Okay,
blonde.
no, because I'm blonde silver.
you're
I don't,
silver.
I don't, I'm different.
Yeah,
I am
don't
different.
matter, he's a nobbin. I don't like him.
So he did. Okay, I've got a photo here. I want to see if I can get it.
Oh, Boris.
No, not of Boris. Why would I have a photo of Boris on my computer? No.
Oh, no.
So there's a photo about the next chapter, right? So
Oh, this is interesting.
This is-
okay.
so,
Are you putting it out? You share screen.
can I screen share? Can I? Let me download and try and screen share. Go on, you go through this while I try and do it.
I can't see. Something's happening on the 4th of July to the 12th of July. Okay, we go. That's fantastic. Okay, so from the 4th to 13th of July,
Which is already
shop,
passed.
restaurants, and bars and pubs are to reopen.
Come on, I've bigged it.
Accommodation, visitor attractions, hairdressers are to reopen. Leisure and entertainment, businesses and facilities to reopen. Leisure and entertainment. Oh, leisure centre. Okay, 25th of July,
Gyms.
gym and indoor sport facilities to reopen.
Pat, I'm excited.
Beauticians and other close contact services, including treatments around the face, to
No,
reopen.
excluding
excluding
face
Sorry.
treatments.
No eyebrows. Sorry.
No plastic
girl.
surgery on
Girl,
the
can't
face.
get your eyebrows did, girl. Sorry.
1st of August, all close contact services are open. So that thing will open
Give
5 days later.
employers more discretion on how they ensure employees can.
So
work
before
safely.
each desk has to be like 2 meters apart and stuff. Now
Yeah.
they have a bit more control. They don't. The government
Most
is a bit more
remaining
lenient.
leisure and entertainment facilities reopen. Indoor performance restart, subject to the success of pilots. that
So
are
basically
taking
like
place as
West End
stage
West End shows and
stage
stuff, Broadways and
dramas.
stuff,
Pilots in venues with the range of size of crowds.
and small
I
wedding
mean, that's
reception.
concerts and stuff. That's
Yeah.
small wedding receptions permitted. September. Schools and colleges welcome back pupils. Universities are also working to reopen
Fully.
as fully
as
as
possible. So for example, my uni hasn't confirmed yet. My uni hasn't confirmed, but I might have to go uni only on, for example, lab days, or it's 50-50. Lectures might all be online. Yeah.
October, spectators permitted at sports events. We're going back to the footy, lads. Conferences and business events restart.
Yep.
November, the final phase of part of the plan.
If prevalent fails very significantly, we will review the need for outstanding social distancing measures and allow more significant return to normality.
So
And that's the last bit
November
over there.
is when they might have to. Well, technically they could redo.
They can, yeah.
Not redo. Unless they use the right lexicals. They will re-establish or reevaluate. Not reevaluate. They will
Reevaluate whether we can
not
return to
reevaluate.
normality.
No,
Yeah.
They put it back. They reinstate.
Yeah.
They reinstate the lockdown and quarantining.
And
Guidelines.
at the bottom, there's like a little sign that says this timeline represents our ambitions to return to normality. However, we are ready to
Nice.
apply handbrakes.
Their ambition is to ask to pay more taxes so that they can go have their
Hey,
cocaine
look,
parties.
they've dropped VAT on like restaurants. So McDonald's, their fillet of fish
yeah.
has gone down.
Yeah, is that what the price is?
Fillet of
now?
fishes are now cheaper, bruv. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
yeah.
Like today, I bought an egg McMuffin. I'm gassed. I bought an egg McMuffin, yeah, and it was cheaper. But before, egg McMuffin meal would cost £4.50. £4.50 for an average meal, hash brown drink and an egg McMuffin. Today, I got an egg McMuffin with double egg. So I got an extra double extra egg patty,
That's 2.
yeah, and extra cheese for $3.69.
Put the cheese in it as well.
$3.69.
369.
That's a pound cheaper.
Oh, that's really cheap actually. 3.6. That's a big drop.
So I'm gassed. So I haven't seen the fillet of fish. But how much was fillet of fish? You bought it today
£3.20 I think on its own.
on its own. Before it was like $3.60, no?
Something like that.
Exactly,
The
so-
meal was four. The meal was
Four-
£5.20.
Film.
Large.
How much? Oh, wait, did you buy a meal or just thing?
Meal, bruv.
You got a meal for £3.
No, £5.20.
Oh.
Large.
Mm.
It wasn't filling though.
I don't
the
know.
price went down, but it's still not filling.
Of course.
And there was like budget amount of tartar sauce in there.
They just like did the slapstick. They just slapped it. They got
It's not even
spoons.
a slap. It was like one of those ones. Do you know how much comes out? You know, when you do that. That's how much it was like. It was like a thumbprint. I was
Okay, look.
thoroughly disappointed. I'm not going back.
Boris is doing a madness. Okay. I've got to give him some respect before you get upset. He's doing much better than Trump right now. America is gone. America, they're
Trump
not.
and Boris are like, you know, 2 peas in the pod.
But look,
and
yeah. Bye bye.
I was waiting because then I
Yeah.
can say what I need to say.
Okay, no, but like for example,
They're
Boris.
2 peas. But Boris and flipping
Trump.
Trump are like flipping the same testicles in the bag. Yeah, one's slightly bigger than the other.
No, but if you think about it though, America is gone.
America is dead.
America.
Oh, do you know what? It's
Forget
so
second
bad.
wave. Forget third
So
wave. You
bad.
are the whole wave.
You don't get it. I was having this discussion with my brother yesterday.
They are the whole wave.
Rewind. Let's talk economics.
Yeah.
Pound sterling, what's it based on? What's it up against?
Dollar.
No. What's it based on? When I give you £10, this is £10 worth of what?
British dollars.
No.
What are you on about?
Pound sterling, the currency is based against what commodity or what valuable metal?
Gold, innit?
Gold. Yeah. What's the dollar based on?
Gold, no?
No. Oil.
Ooh.
Do you see how this is getting a bit tricky now? This is getting a bit weird. Yeah. Now, how many dollars have the Federal Reserve been printing?
Bear.
Let's say that they printed an extra 100 billion.
Yeah.
That's supposed to represent another 100 billion worth of oil, which
As-
they don't have.
Wait. Is it? Let me switch this. £1. It's £1.
It's 126 today.
That's
That's what it was when we went on holiday. By the way, it went up. It was up a couple of months ago at 1.13, 1.3.
Let me go on XE Exchange. Let's just do some fact checking, yeah? Okay. Pound to dollars, yeah. It's gone up quite a bit. So like
It took a mad drop.
if I look at the last month, yeah. So it plateaued mid June, and then it spiked up, and it dropped. The pound dropped, not the dollar dropped. The pound dropped.
That monthly chart.
Yes, a monthly chart. The pound dropped around the end of June, 1st of July, and then it spiked since July, and it's spiking ever since. So it's going up and up. So,
Look there, 1.3.
but that's COVID. That's
That
when
was
COVID
before.
hit. That's when 10th of March.
This is December, Christmas time.
Yeah, this
It
is
was at
December.
1.3.
So Christmas time it was 1.3.
When did the Iran launch the thingies?
No
That
idea.
was end of Christmas.
No
New
idea.
Year.
But no, you were saying
talking
about
about
oils
it,
and
yeah.
things.
Yeah, so they're printing loads of money right now.
Yeah.
Right, extra to help with this
COVID.
pandemic and COVID
Yeah.
and that. But they ain't got the oil reserves to back it against.
Yeah.
So it's like you're print. So what happens then?
The value goes down
Exactly.
because you're printing more than there actually is. There's more in circulation.
Exactly. So what do you think is gonna happen?
It's gonna crash.
It's gonna crash,
I doubt it.
and then what happens? Then after that,
The Rothschild's gonna leave USA.
no, they won't. It's not even that. It will crash, and then it's like, okay, the dollar's worth nothing now. We need a new currency.
Thing is, dollar is a national currency. Everyone uses US dollar to trade. So if the US,
Yeah, it is one of the biggest currencies in the world.
it is the
and
main currency in the world.
okay,
Just like English is the universal language. Yes, it's not the most spoken, but it is the most universal
it
language.
is the most spoken.
No, Chinese.
Speak more.
Yeah,
No, but listen.
it's Chinese, then Spanish, then English. English is
population. Don't look at population and people speaking. Look at how many countries
yeah,
speak it.
yes,
Spanish,
Chi-
I agree with Spanish. There's a lot of countries that speak.
most
China speak
spoken language. Yeah,
yeah,
most just
per,
more.
per country, not thingy, not per people. See, this is done by people. If you do it per country,
No, but but overall, the most spoken language in the world. I don't want to see this.
the most. Okay, let me ask you this question: when you go to foreign countries, and they have signs, in their native language, and then they have it in a different
English.
language.
Yeah, so
Majority of
no,
countries
but
have
the
English.
because
Yeah, there'll be French, there'll be Spanish.
No, but yeah, but the
Israel have
universal-
Arabic and Hebrew.
the universal language of the world is English.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
It's for arguably the most
So-
spoken in
So
other
the most
countries.
spoken language in the world is English with 1.1 million
Oh.
1 billion.
Yeah,
1,000 so yeah 1.1 billion speakers.
Yeah.
But native speakers Mandarin is first, then Spanish and then English.
Mm.
But as in English is like obviously the most popular second language there is. Like I wouldn't put it past it.
Yeah.
But that's my point. Like
Yeah, like you said with dollars, it's the most.
it's the most used
also
universally.
accepted, yeah, universal and accepted currency are the US dollars.
Yeah.
But that's just crazy what's happening, and that's Trump. I'm telling you right now, the USA are in bad trouble.
Do you think Kanye is gonna run for president?
Kanye is what, I remember Kanye, right? And this is back in the day. This is Hurricane Katrina. I think.
Yep.
This is when George Bush was in power, and he was doing a live show. There was like a live aid fundraising for these people and that. And he said it in there, and he's like, George Bush has given like the police permission to shoot black people because they're assuming black people are looting and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like, I can't believe that we're in a crisis right now and people are running trying to save their lives and whatnot, and our president's given the go ahead for them to shoot out people.
Yeah.
And then Mike Myers was with him. He continued talking and this and that, and it was over back to Kanye. So obviously they read off of teleprompter.
Yeah.
So he's reading off the teleprompter and whatever. He's gone back to Kanye now. Then Kanye looks straight dead in the camera and goes, "George Bush doesn't care about black people."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So someone who's of African American heritage, who is very, very passionate about his community and his people, and also you could say the Black Lives Matter movement, and also for for human rights and for equality for black people.
Yeah.
This guy is shaking hands with Trump and wearing "Make America Great Again" hat.
Bear in mind,
Remember that he went to
yeah,
visit
but bear in
him.
mind you're comparing Kanye from 10 years ago to Kanye now.
No, fine.
Have you not seen his album about him being a god? Have you not seen his whole Yeezy brand? I'm wearing them now.
Listen, Kanye, I'll be honest, when he started off, and this is College Graduate was his first album.
Revolutionary.
You know what I mean?
It was
He was
an icon to the music
He
industry.
was
I agree.
very, very good. Right? He
bumped it. I'm telling you. He threw his kid. The kid landed on his head. He bumped his head, and he's now think he's a god.
Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, he has changed compared to what he was before. Before he was more himself.
But would you think? Okay.
Now he's a bit weird.
Okay, he's weird, but
like
is he or is he not better than
Lil
Trump?
Wayne
I think
weird.
he'll be better than Trump.
Nah.
Bruv,
you want Kim Kardashian to be the first lady?
She'll be the first lady with.
Bro,
That's
this
joke.
guy.
Bear in mind, the president now.
I don't even think black people want Kanye to be president. Never mind, other people.
I know. John Spirit
Jay Z would make a better president.
Jay Z was sick. Jay Z
He'd
is.
make a better president.
No,
than
but the thing
Kanye.
is,
What the hell this?
so Trump, he is so mad. Yeah, he is so mad that he's in a good way. Like he's dumb and he does dumb things. Yes, and some people hate me for this. He's so mad. Kanye is in a sunken place. Trump is so.
Shout out! I'm not gonna bet you out, even though everyone can see your name over there. But I hope you're okay, and I hope the baby's okay. Everything's okay with the pregnancy.
What he said. But yeah, anyway, Trump is so mad, that it works sometimes. Do you get me? Like he did the whole Muslim ban, and I agree with his Muslim ban because then we got white people cheering for us. That's mad. Imagine, Trump is so mad that the Black Lives Movement has now progressed in a good way.
Yeah, but that's not down to him.
That's not down to him.
And he's not made the correct decisions.
No,
to help-
that's
to
what I'm
help the
saying.
Black Lives
No,
Matter
but that's what I'm
movement.
saying. It's so mad that it's working. That he's being so one-sided that people are clocking and they're waking up. So
Oh,
if
so
Kanye
yeah.
goes and does dumb shit, it will actually wake up the country and make it better. Honestly, I don't care for America. Okay, I'm British. Big up, Pat UK. But we got our own ginger blonde dickhead to
I
do
love
it.
America, and I've got a 10-year visa, which I do not want to be rescinded or declined. I look forward to visiting the USA again, and all my brothers out there in America.
I'm not so not again like. If America grows, obviously the whole room kind of grows, but like they need to calm down the military type thing. But
Military is calm. But like, I
But
know
just
what
I
you
mean,
mean.
so like so if
Trump is just
Kanye would either maybe he just like how people think oh Trump is acting dumb but he's bare smart, or people say oh Boris he's in a meeting his hair's nice and done but as soon as he leaves the meeting he does this and he goes become crazy. Yeah, people say I've said that. So maybe it's a ploy. Maybe his craziness will actually work out because people do crazy things to get in power. But once they're power, it's a whole new face.
I don't know, but I think Bernie Sanders is the answer to
Biden.
America.
George
Bernie-
Biden.
George Biden.
Joe
Yeah,
Biden.
George Biden.
Yes, he's winning
Is it?
and he would win.
I thought it was gonna be Bernie Sanders. Ask my boy Shayan.
Joe Biden, sorry, not to think.
But Trump land.
Uh,
Very sure.
uh,
That's hilarious. Is he winning? Is he Republican or is he Democrat?
he's Democrat. Probably he's going against Trump.
Do you know who America actually deserves to be
Who?
president? Is actually someone from the Native American community.
They should, you know.
I think they're poorly represented.
Thing is, they've had the first black president.
Yeah.
They need the first native, an
They
actual
need-
native.
they
You
need
need an
American
actual
president.
native, bruv.
Yeah.
An actual American was in America before you fake Americans came along, innit?
For the Europeans game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they deserve.
Okay. Someone said in the, was it here? No. Someone messaged me in a group chat. Said the black plate has died out and has not been around for 1,000 years. Yeah,
Who
because
said that?
some guy in some random Middlesex group chat. Yeah.
No. Go on, pull it up.
So-
Mongolia.
I'm gonna see if I can sort this out.
Sky News.
But Mongolia
Mongol.
has found
Lockdown in place in several districts following the death of a teenager who reportedly ate infected raw meat.
they found things related to the black plague. So the bubonic plague can come back and probably will come back. I can't open this link because it doesn't let me, but they can and will come back. Obviously, if it's not contained. They ate raw meat, and oh my god, sorry. They ate raw meat, and last year they imposed a lockdown. Was imposed in the province of Bayan Ugugi, something like that. And Russia has increased patrols because it's bordering China and Russia. But you know, I wouldn't be surprised if that thing started up thing. I mean, they've clocked it now.
Bro, it's been crazy. This year has been so crazy.
As in, like, for example, with the whole coronavirus, it was in Wuhan originally, innit?
Yeah.
They tried to, I think either they ignored it or they did lock down China, but it was too late. At least with the bubonic plague, they've got 4 cases and they've shut down.
Yeah.
Or we're already in a state of shutdown, so it's going to be almost
So it's quite easy to
quick to
implement.
stop and start, innit?
Mm.
So hopefully the bubonic plague doesn't grow. It probably will grow. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, the Black Death ain't a joke, man. Like,
I think that's the most.
the Black Death is what there was in 1666 in London when the Great Fire of London happened from Pudding Lane. The Black Plague then was due to the infestation of rats.
Yeah.
And then the fire started on Baker Shop in Pudding Lane.
So the
And
Black Death.
Back then, all in London was obviously like central London. That was it. It wasn't any bigger, and all the houses were made out of wood. So once the baker's shop set alight, the house next door went on fire, and the house on that. And so the fire just
1666.
spread.
Yeah.
The fire just spread. Yeah, I studied this at primary school, man. I remember it.
Oh, I remember it as well. But no, so like
So the fire spread. The good thing was, it destroyed all the houses, but in turn it also burnt all the rats and killed the plague. And then Sir Christopher Wren was the one, the chief architect that came in and decided to use concrete and bricks to make houses.
So after
And so all
influenza,
the buildings we see right now are down to Sir Christopher Wren.
but after influenza,
Mm.
the Black Plague is the biggest disease. So influenza alone
Do you know what influenza is?
It's a cold.
Yeah, it's flu. Like,
Yeah.
we get it
So-
all the time.
There was a flu pandemic in the 1918s, so after World War II, 20 to 50 million people died
Wow. Globally.
globally.
Asia. I've got Spanish flu though. That was
Uh,
like 6 million or something. Spanish flu.
I think that's this one. That's the Spanish flu. The
Guys, you need to
Anthony
do
Blake.
history on
Bro,
pandemics. 'cause
look
this
at
is not
pandemic.
The first one.
like
There's
the
been
Black
some
Plague
crazy
was
ones.
75 to 200 million.
Oh my.
Bear in
days.
mind, compare that to the world's population at the time. Okay, let's look. It was 13.
That was 300 years before 1666.
Yeah, 1346.
Plague.
Population. Think about it. The world population at the time was from 475 million, and due to the Black Plague, it went down to 350. So
100 million almost.
100 million.
125
100 million. That's a quarter of the population.
125
And they didn't
million.
have the same exaggerated methods of transport. We have planes, we have boats, we have everything. All the world is interconnected. Yeah.
It's not that. It's also travel. It's
And
they didn't have
health.
medicines and then the health, and they didn't have
But that's what I'm saying.
the logistics to actually tackle this issue.
I don't think we could.
125
look,
million.
if the Black Plague grew the same way,
It's mad.
look at coronavirus. Coronavirus is the common cold on steroids.
Yeah, arguably.
It's from the
Cough, innit?
same virus strand. So like, if we can't control the common cold on steroids, I don't know what we can do with anything else.
Mm.
Yeah. So that's the Black Plague for you. So is there gonna be a new pandemic? I don't think so. I don't think so.
Hopefully not. I'm not putting it like.
Listen,
Listen, I'll be real with you, yeah. I mean, that's alright. At the beginning of this year, we almost got into World War III, yeah, with the UK.
Australia was on fire
Yeah.
first.
Australia got set on fire, right? After that, there's something else happened. I can't remember. And then this COVID stuff happened. You know what I mean? It's been crazy. It's just been crazy. Worst things in.
2020.
Go on.
So
doing all
1st
that?
of January marks a brand new decade. Yeah, 10 years of greatness. What happens first?
Wildfires.
Wildfires. Then airplane crashes in Iran and Pakistan. The death of a basketball legend Kobe
Rest
Bryant.
in peace, Kobe.
My guy.
My guy.
The social unrest killing of George Floyd. Various natural disasters. There was like a couple earthquakes and a couple of things as well. Like we witnessed violence in India's capital, New Delhi. India is doing madness right now.
Oh man, don't even get me started.
India is going through.
You know how I feel about
India is actually going through madness. They've done so much shit this year. It's actually mad.
it.
2020 it started off with a literal bang. Literally. Not gonna lie though, America is the worst for coronavirus.
How much the casualty rate now? Oh, did you hear Trump what he said?
He
He
was
was like, they goes like, oh, we're testing people when people are getting tests, the numbers are going high, and goes, oh yeah, stop taking the test then. What? Does that even make sense?
okay. Look,
And
technically,
he goes, yeah, stop giving the test out.
he's not wrong. Yes,
to
you
keep the numbers low.
yes, you're not wrong. The more tests you do, the more cases you'll get. That is correct. Factually, that's not wrong. Obviously, the more input, the more throughput. That's how it works. But you can decrease your throughput by actually wearing masks. Okay? Like, you got people in Florida saying,
Damn, I can't breathe.
I can't, no, forget I can't breathe.
They say, I can't breathe.
reason-
How can you say that? How can you say that after the Black Lives Matter? How can you say that? I
People,
can't breathe.
there are people, I'm telling you now, there are people in America. This one woman have said, and it's famous, all of you must have seen it. I don't wear a mask for the same reason I don't wear underwear.
Oh my
Things
days.
need to breathe. Are
Oh
you
my
dumb? Okay, look.
Oh my days.
I am still talking as loud and as extravagant as I am. Okay,
nasty.
I haven't changed.
You're
I haven't
nasty.
changed. Okay, do you know
Black
what?
rank.
What I really like about wearing a mask? I can walk around on the bus and no one's looking at me like I'm a terrorist.
That is true.
I love these scarves. These are the scarves are beautiful. People walk around and say I look like a terrorist. I'm like, are you dumb? Now, due to COVID, I'm walking around chilling. No one's saying anything.
Yeah.
So like, but you know though, people. So you know how people walk around shooting masks and people will be shitting bricks, whether if they're part of gangs or if they're from the ends or
Oh,
from
you
the
mean
hood.
like balaclavas
Balaclavas
like
and stuff.
that.
Now-
Yeah, even like burkas and niqabs and
That's what
stuff.
I'm saying.
they get
Now it's a bit.
Now it's
I'm
fun.
kind of happy that the mask thing has made people wearing face coverings a bit of a normality, and
They
I
were
kind of
saying
like
in
that.
France, innit, if you wear a burqa, if you wear a niqab, you'll get fined. And if you don't wear a face mask, you'll get fined.
This is the thing. America.
French.
America has 42,000 new cases. Jesus Christ! So the America has 1.8 million active cases.
Yeah.
America has 46 million tests. Yeah, and from that test, I just can't. America's madness. Okay, America, the number one country in the world. Okay, I'm not hating on America. I'm just saying you can't say you're the best, and something simple like the COVID is mugging you. Like, it's not right. So America's a bit of a thing. Moving on from America, because in America you have many issues. Many people are doing stupid things, doing crazy things. Some of them may be suffering from mental health.
Indeed, that was really nice. But we're running out of time.
What do you mean? We started 10 minutes late.
You want 10 minutes?
Yes.
Oh, I'll give you 10 minutes.
We're going to be talking about mental health.
Indeed.
Go on then.
You want me to discuss mental health?
I want you to discuss mental health.
Okay, so
I'll have a lot to talk about, but I want him to start the
I'll
conversation.
start the
Seriously.
conversation in regards to mental health because I have a brother who suffers from global delay. So what that meant was when he was born, his ears were blocked, so he couldn't hear.
Yeah.
So what we noticed, well, to be honest, we didn't notice much. It was that when he went to nursery, they picked up on it. And I'm not gonna lie, it's difficult and it's hard to find out that your child has a condition and is not normal. And when you think, oh, what do you mean he's not normal? Meaning that, he's not gonna learn as quick or he's not gonna be as sharp as the other kids. Because every parent has a child, has a dream of their child being the smartest, and they compete. You know what I mean? Even nurseries, parents compete. My child's walking, my child's speaking,
Yeah.
my child's reading this now, and they compete because they want to have the smartest kid. And obviously, they have this idea that the smartest kid will be more
my
successful
kid
in
can
life
speak
and so forth.
English, and the other kid can only say hello and daddy.
Yeah.
Like there's loads of stuff like
You know
that.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Competitive. So it is difficult for any parent to discover that their child has
Not for any member of the family, to be honest.
a disability or even a mental condition as
Yeah.
such. I remember talking to my uncle when he had his son, which was about, his kid is now 8 years old, so 8 years ago.
Yeah.
We could tell straight away that this kid ain't normal. Because we've got our brother, he suffers from global delay, we can see it.
Mm-hmm.
We can see it a mile off. And we're like, yeah, he's not right. And he's like, no, he's just young and this and that. And he's like, nah. And we compared him to my other cousins who are his similar age to him.
Yeah.
And they were miles ahead of him.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of speaking, in terms of activity, in terms
But then,
of social skills.
but how? So what?
everything,
How?
miles
So
ahead.
each piece, not everything is mental health. By the way, for example, some people, like for example, could be suffering from mental difficulties, which is why they're delayed into the world in terms of learning and educating. But some people may not just have access.
Yeah.
For example,
true.
if you put me in a situation where I don't have free public
Yeah.
schools, and I don't have the free education that I got when I was in this country, I'll be a big difference.
Yeah, that would be a big difference. But also, I mean, a lot of this happens from infancy. So my brother, he never crawled.
So what he
Right?
got
Crawling is one of the. No, he used to roll to get from one room to the other.
that's sick. I used to do that.
Yeah, he used to roll. He
Yeah.
never crawled, and it's really important. Crawling is one of the most important things for a child's development.
Yeah.
Crawling like a figure of 8, it really it helps with development of the brain and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes they make you do it as an adult in order to reactivate certain learning mechanisms and so forth.
Okay.
So as a child, my brother, number one, he didn't speak much.
Yeah.
He wasn't picking up words. He didn't have much balance, and also he didn't crawl.
Yeah.
So these were the big telltale signs that there's something up with this kid.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, when we discovered this was when he was in nursery.
Yeah.
They could say that there's something wrong with this kid. He's not 100% and so forth. Got him checked out. Discovered that his ears are blocked. If his ears are blocked, that's why he didn't have good balance. His ears are blocked. That's why he's not speaking because he can't hear anything.
Yeah.
So he got operated on. They operated on his ears and on his throat. He got tonsillitis as well. So they got the tonsils removed.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, they put grommets in his ears to open up his ears.
Yeah.
Now he can hear everything. He was hearing planes and looking up, pointing at planes. But he got his hearing at the age of 5-6 years old.
So that 5 years.
So that
behind
5
you.
years left him behind. On top of that, he's got he's very hyperactive.
ADD?
Arguably, and his attention span is only 10 minutes.
ADD.
Most humans can pay attention for like 40 minutes. he can only do 10 minutes. He gets bored and he has to.
I'm
But he can watch a whole episode of EastEnders. Like, I don't get it.
no, so that's okay. I'm kind of like that. So I do have ADHD and I still do to this day. I was diagnosed somewhat like 15 years ago, and it's like ADHD is difficult because you get bored very quickly, and like you can't sit there like I'm sitting here talking to you. People who see me on screen now, I'm not sitting. You're sitting there static. But fine. In this sentence, I've moved there already. I've rotated my chair. I've leaned back. I've leaned forward. My arms are moving. Like I can't.
But, okay, why is it? Because you feel uncomfortable? Or is it just?
I just can't sit still. I just got energy non-stop. I'll be during like I was fasting during Ramadan. During Ramadan, I would run around crazy. Fasting doesn't me not eating doesn't.
That's weird. You know when you eat less, you have a bit more energy.
That's
It's weird like that.
No, because the reason that is because you're not your body's not spending energy breaking down your food. So that's why when you eat too much, you're like tired.
You feel sleepy.
You feel sleepy. It's
All
because
the
you're eating
energy's on
so much.
digestion.
And there you go.
The energy
This
on
is why when you have
digestion.
small meals, enough to keep your body active, enough for your body to recuperate,
Or
not to
food
spend more.
easily digestible.
Yeah. But no, like, so I have ADHD. My grades in primary school were terrible. I would be good at maths, but English literacy, no.
Apparently that's really common with kids with it.
Because
Logical stuff.
it's
makes sense.
because it makes sense. You are creative, but in external sense. Not he's got a creative eye, he can do this. Your creativity is completely different. It's a logical creativity. For
So
example,
you make like charts and stuff.
yeah, I love Excel. You wouldn't see that from me, but like I'm not an academic, but I love Excel.
Okay.
But like, for example, you're a logical creative thinker. For example, if A plus B equals C, you will find a way for X, which is not in the sentence, to equal C as well. That's how it is. It's logical, but it's creative in some sense. You don't have that natural creativity, which is like arts and design and stuff.
You can't say that's natural creativity. What do you think inventors
No, but
are like artsy and stuff like that?
no, but as in like the typical creative industries, which is arts, media, stuff like that. But no, so but like with
Also known as the arts, by the way.
yeah, but no, so like studying was very difficult. Even during my exam, like exams were terrible.
Paying attention is
What? Well, exams, I would do a thing for 5 minutes and I would see a bird out the window. I'll get distracted. I'm like a cat. I will.
Are you qualified for extra time?
Yes.
Okay.
It's so bad. You get easily distracted. Like for example, someone walks across, my eye catches on. There's a car, my eye will catch it. Like I will feel like I'm playing with blue tack right now.
I was watching.
That's what I'm saying. So I like so for example. I used to get a thing called the fiddly thing. It was literally this, or like a Rubik's cube you just play with. Like it helps you concentrate because you're using your kinetic learning to do this, and you're enhancing your visual learning. So it really helps. This is why, for example, I move a lot, or I used to play stuff, or I click with, because fidgeting is a common symptom of ADHD.
Well, look, the one thing I want to cover is that you have mental health, which you are born with, which is understandable.
And some people who
But there's some mental health is acquired. For example, like depression,
PTSD.
You know, what I mean, what's PTSD?
Post traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah, and things like that. And I mean, in my day, it wasn't diagnosed as much as it is today. Today, there's a real big movement to
normalize
recognize. It's always been.
But the thing is, what I think the issue is, it goes both ways, by the way. That now, obviously, with modern technology, modern medicine, you can easily, and modern studies, because everyone now is a psychologist, mashallah. Like everyone knows everything.
Yeah, apparently, everyone knows who Sigmund Freud is, and if you don't, then you should not be discussing mental health at all, or psychiatry.
No, but that's the thing. For example, like, oh, I think you got ADHD. Oh, I think you got it. I think you got it. And like, or like, I think you got this mental illness. Or you got depression. You got this PTSD. Everyone's handing out mental identities like it's a nickname. Honestly. So it's good that you're identifying it. But some cases, misidentification comes out a lot. Someone say, oh, you're depressed. Here's antidepressants. Bro, he may be depressed, but it's not a depression illness. Some people are naturally always depressed because, in the sense that their brain doesn't release maybe enough dopamine, or maybe enough.
I don't know.
What's the happiness one? What's the happiness chemical?
Creatine, not creatine.
E.
I looked at it the other day.
Something begins with E as well.
No, it's with a P. I can't remember.
But that's my point.
The synapses.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, because of all of that, some people are handing out, you're like, oh, I suffer from depression, or I suffer from PTSD. You can suffer of a form of PTSD, but it's not PTSD. So yes, the identification of mental illness is increasing, but it's normalizing in the sense that.
Okay, so let me ask you this question, yeah.
Yeah.
what is, for example, depression? Is depression diagnosed from your habits and the way you are going about your daily life, and or is it diagnosed from chemical imbalance in your body?
I think both. Today's day and age, they do both. They don't. You can get one that leads to another. You can live such a miserable life that it will end up leading to chemical imbalance. It's like blue balls for your happiness. Imagine you got blue balls for your happiness.
Ouch.
That's what I'm saying. When that happens after a while, you just used to getting depressed, and then you just get worse and worse down the barrel.
I know someone like that.
Thing is, I haven't been diagnosed with anything. I may some psychiatrist. This isn't a verified person, which I hate, by the way. I hate people who are verified. Like, oh, I've studied 50 years, I know everything. They've said I may suffer from a form of depression, just because I'm always happy doesn't mean I'm not depressed. Do you get me?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
that's
like
true.
I'm a very hyperactive, jolly person. I don't get sad all the time, but I may suffer from a form of depression. Not to take away from anyone else, but that's me. But I don't. What people need to get is as well. As soon as you get diagnosed with something, you let that get in the way of your life.
It can. Yeah.
Someone's like, "Oh, I got depression. I can't do this." Or "I've got this. I can't do this." I've got ADHD. Doesn't mean I can't do anything else. Doesn't mean I can't do a job that, if you have an ADHD, you affects you better.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but the other thing is that I don't like these people who like just jump in the bandwagon. A lot of some people.
No, but
I'm not pointing fingers,
Okay.
but there's people out there.
No, I agree.
Who like self-diagnose, and just because they're feeling a bit lazy or a bit glum or they're suffering from heartbreak, they're like, "Oh, I've got depression. No, I can't come to work." And this, it's like, one of the best ways to actually tackle depression is to get organized. Is to clean up your house, clean up your room and stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. So
Just
people.
to get moving,
That's
get
so
working,
here's
get
an
into a
issue.
routine, even work.
Here is an issue of normalizing, for example, mental illness. Is Arabs have the thing of brush it off, you'll be fine. I disagree with that, but it does work sometimes, because my way of believing is nothing stopping you apart from yourself. If someone tells you you have this issue, you can't go further, you've put that mental boundary on you. You know those people were like, oh, Jesus can heal you. Jesus can heal you. They do something and Jesus has healed them. Allah, sorry to burst your bubble. Sometimes it's not Jesus. It's you doing it to yourself.
I know it's the placebo effect.
No, that's what I'm saying. Some people like, I've seen this thing where.
It happens in all religions as well. Even in our religion, there's something like that as well.
Yeah. No, but there's this thing
I
is.
think it's placebo effect.
No, but there's this thing is, for example, I think I'm colorblind. I'm colorblind. Someone's like, I'm gonna do this. You know I'm colorblind. He's like, wow, I'm not. Or like, for example, I can't hear certain things. I've got hard of hearing. I can't hear everything. He's like, with the power of Jesus, you'll be healed. And he's like, oh, because he's allowing himself. There are those mental blocks.
Do you see the Nigerian? I think it was Nigerian. the oral sex demon.
Oh my.
Remember that one?
Yeah. So like, I'm trying not to recall, so I don't want to laugh and ruin the podcast and just laugh throughout the whole way. But no, as in like, there are certain things where a mental block is your issue, not it's a psychological block, not your chemical reactions though. You're depressed, maybe. Some, not everyone, but most of you will probably be depressed because you're saying, oh, I've read this on Google about if you cry when you brush your teeth, you're depressed. No, you just probably hurt yourself or had a bad day. Doesn't mean you're depressed. It goes both ways. So of someone living with some sort of mental disorder of ADHD, I haven't let it affect me. Yes, I am. The reason, for example, I'm hyperactive or I'm calm for 5 minutes and I jump and scream over something is because of my neurons. I got delay firing neurons where, for example, all of a sudden I'll think with the crazy idea is because it's held back, it's firing, but nothing's getting received. All of a sudden, it will get received. Do you get me? So, from your experience, from someone living alongside someone, how does that affect you? Like, I know me living with it, I try to let it affect me. Obviously,
well, it's challenging, I'm not going to lie. Me and my brother, we do have our clashes and stuff like that. But I have to be patient. I have to remember that, look, this kid, and I still call him a kid, he's 26, 27, but he's got a mind of like a 10-year-old. So he's just a big baby in the house. And it's like, you have to be considerate
but
to his condition.
Considerate, I understand, but do you not think if you treat him a bit elderly, he will
Thing is,
forcefully mature into that
honest,
situation?
I'll be honest with you, yeah. I treat him the same as I treat all my other brothers, and he hates it. That's why he can't stand me, because I don't take none of his rubbish. Right, and I treat him the same. Like, for example, I'll tease all my other brothers. I'll tease him as well. He don't like it that I'm teasing him, and stuff like that. But it's like, okay, fine. But I tease all of them two as well. I've got 3 brothers, by the way. And I tease them two as well, just the same way I tease you. Or if I buy like, I buy like maybe clothes or trainers or presents or food. I might bring some food for the family or whatever. I got my brother there. The one that's got the condition. I definitely include him, so I don't treat him different.
You don't you don't mistreat him.
I don't mistreat him.
But I think because you know when they say
he don't like it, because he gets treated special by everyone in the family but me.
That's the thing. So I've always had the understanding. Obviously, you can have a mental condition, but you being treated differently can affect you.
Yeah, definitely.
No one knows I have ADHD. Oh, some people don't take it seriously, and obviously people don't take it seriously. It's upsetting. I'm like, allow me, because I do have this, but don't treat me any differently. Because like, you know how they say, for example, if you get 2 children, always love and care for this and make this kid lazy because you do everything for them, and let all the other kid do everything himself. Obviously, the one who does everything himself is going to become smarter. Obviously, this one will become more empathetic and more emotional because he has more love, but he's spoiled. The other one will be less empathetic, but he will be more on the ball, more independent and academic. So that's what I'm saying. So I agree with some sense that if you treat someone equally, regardless of their condition, will not only help them, like for example, like with depression or PTSD, they will get it. But the more you try and like ignore it, you can psychologically block your issues.
Final thought for the day.
Peace, love, and hate.
Peace, love, and hate.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's going to be the topic for next week, inshallah. My final thought is that for those of you suffering from mental health, don't try not to let it stop you. Keep going forward.
Let it push you forward. Don't let it hold you back.
Try and achieve all the what they call feats. You know what that is?
No.
As like goals and ambition, feats.
No idea.
Yeah. Check it out. Look it up. FEAT. So go and achieve all your ambitions and so forth. And also,
if you hit,
can we get the Labour Party into power, because this is not working.
Allow Labour. Labour's too weak. I'm a Labour supporter, but Labour can't hack it. Labour's too weak. Labour.
Corbyn. I still have faith.
Labour Party ain't ready. They can't hack it.
Well, Conservatives can't do much better.
Anyway, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed.
Like and subscribe.
Comment, rate, like, subscribe. Big up.
Share it with your friends and family.
We're on all your podcast platforms, iTunes, everything. What you saying, podcast? This is what we were saying today. Hope you enjoyed. Sorry for being late. Hopefully next week we'll be on time. I was helping. With Moses does. And yeah, if you have anything you want us to talk about, my camera just turned off, but that's fine. We're about to end. Anything you want us to talk about, anything you want us to describe, let us know.